Alright, you wanted a list, and I'm going to do this on camera because I think it's going to be easiest. I'm going to have Al help me. Alright, so as far as feeding goes, they say whatever they'll eat in 15 minutes. This right here is how much I grabbed. I already fed them 2 handfuls before this. So you can kind of see him diddling with it down there. I have Allie here with me, so they're intimidated by her presence. But basically, it's draining right now. So that drain pipe right there, the water level cannot be above that. I'm gonna fill it up, and unless something crazy happens, we shouldn't really have to mess with that. This thing right here is because the pump pumps too much water. So sometimes I turn this to offset the flow going to the swirl filter. There's no real right or wrong on this because it clogs up either way. Alright, so this is really the only thing that can go wrong with it. It's the swirl filter. The water's pumped up through this black hose into this deal here. And as you can see, it just kind of flows over. So that's about right. Sometimes this thing gets clogged up, or the line does, and it'll restrict the flow into the swirl filter, which will then cause the siphon to not work properly, and bad stuff will happen. So, alright, I'm going to give the phone to Allie now, and I'm going to show you what I have to do sometimes when the swirl filter needs to be cleaned out. And I don't think you'll have to do this, but if you notice... Alright. I'm going to turn the water on real quick.
It moved.
So just keep everything that I'm doing in the picture. So what I usually do to make it easy is I first unplug it, boom, and then really the only thing that you have to do, are you getting this in here?
Yes, Dad.
You pull the pump up in here, get this, and you unhook the line that goes to the swirl filter, boom, boom.
The black tube connected to the white thingy.
Alright. Are you getting this?
Yes,
I'm not
Daddy.
doing this for the fun of it. So the swirl filter, which is pretty clean right now, is just lifted out of the gravel bed. I just cleaned this out. Normally I wouldn't dump it into the bed because there'd be so much bullshit in there that it would just pollute everything. So what I do is, are you getting this?
Yes, Daddy.
I take the hose and I have it on jet method, and I'll put jet method into hose. Look at the swirl filter, got that. It usually blows out a big chunk of who knows what. Sorry about that.
Thank you, Daddy.
And then I do one of these. That's it. Clean it up just a little bit. There's some gauze stuck down in here. If it comes out, just put it back in. Swirl filter. Alright, get this. Look. You see the hole right there? I need more gravel there. The swirl filter just kind of sits in there, and I let it. Are you getting this, Al?
Yes, Dad.
Back up a little bit.
Oh my God.
Get this. This is the important stuff, Al. Are you getting it?
Mm-hmm.
The swirl filter's kind of leaning forward a little bit. That way, if water spills out of it, eventually or hopefully, it's going to go back into the grow bed. It's not going to sit very snugly over here. Come over here. I'm feeding the hose through back down into the tank so that I can then replace it. Here, push that in there.
Ah!
Alright, then come over. And then I reapply the hose to the whole assembly. Alright, the pump, sometimes, and I should have done this, But sometimes this will need to be sprayed out. That'll cause it to slow down. And if that's the case, just get the hose and literally spray it out. I've got rocks in here, hopefully to keep shit from settling in the pump. I put it on.
You have to do this stuff? I thought you just went. I thought it was going.
Sorry, I'm retarded. I put that on the wrong thing. All right. And then just plug it back in, of course. Sorry. All right, now get the swirl filter here. I'll do this part.
Swirl filter.